Now let the human race receive the repairer, the teacher, the brother and friend, to be life for mortals, a medicine for the sick, a consoler for the sorrowful, a balsam for the wounded, a guide and companion for those in difficulties. Let now the prophecies of our servants and the promises made to them, that we would send a Saviour to redeem them, be fulfilled. And in order that all may be executed according to our good pleasure, and that we may give a beginning to the mystery hidden since the constitution of the world, we select for the formation of our beloved Mary the womb of our servant Anne. In her be she conceived, and in her let that most blessed soul be created. Although her generation and formation shall proceed according to the usual order of natural propagation, it shall be different in the order of grace, according to the ordainment of our almighty power. You do already know how the ancient serpent, since he saw the sign of this marvelous woman, attempts to circumvent all women, and how, from the first one created, he persecutes all those whom he sees excelling in the perfection of their works and life, expecting to find among them the one who is to crush his head. When he shall encounter this most pure and spotless creature, he shall find her so holy that he will exert all his powers to persecute her in pursuance of the concept which he forms of her. But the arrogance of this dragon shall be greater than his powers, and it is our will that you have particular charge of this our holy city and tabernacle of the incarnate Word, protecting, guarding, assisting, and defending her against our enemies, and that you enlighten, strengthen, and console her with all due solicitude and reverence, as long as she shall be a wayfarer among the mortals. At this proposal of the Most High, all the holy angels, prostrate before the royal throne of the Most Holy Trinity, avowed their promptitude and eagerness to obey the divine mandate. Each one desired in holy emulation to be appointed, and offered himself for such a happy service. All of them gave to the Almighty praise and thanksgiving in new songs, because the hour had arrived for the fulfillment of that for which they had, with the most ardent desires, prayed through many ages. I perceived on this occasion that from the time of that great battle of St. Michael with the dragon and his allies, in which they were hurled into everlasting darkness, while the hosts of Michael remained victorious and confirmed in grace and glory, these holy spirits commenced immediately to pray for the fulfillment of the mysteries of the incarnation of the Word, of which they became cognizant at that time. And they persevered in these oft-repeated prayers up to the hour in which God manifested to them the fulfillment of their desires and petitions. On this account, the celestial spirits at this new revelation conceived an additional joy and obtained new accidental glory, and they spoke to the Lord. Most high and incomprehensible God and Lord, thou art worthy of all reverence, praise, and eternal glory, and we are thy creatures and made according to thy divine will. Send us, most powerful Lord, to execute thy most wonderful works and mysteries, in order that in all things thy most just pleasure may be fulfilled. In such terms of affection the heavenly princes acknowledged themselves as subjects, and if it had been possible, they desired to increase in purity and perfection in order to be more worthy guardians and servants of Mary.